Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Monaco Grand Prix. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can have a positive result today. Obviously last time out, disappointment at the line for Yuki Tsunoda, but another excellent performance from Esteban Ocon, and fingers crossed we'll be able to find those levels of performance again today in the Monaco race. So if you are enjoying it, give it a big thumbs up down below, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action today. And yeah, hopefully you guys are good and are enjoying it, as I say. Lots of people still commenting very, very kind things under every video, and do keep letting me know how your series or your playthrough is going as well. I really do enjoy hearing about it. So yeah, not a lot to discuss between the races. We're going to be straight into this Monaco Grand Prix. So here we go then. We're not going to get fastest lap, to be fair. Right, here we go.
Welcome along to one of the biggest weekends in motorsport, here in Monaco. F1 descends on Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix, a glittering show on the Riviera and a crown for whoever can emerge victorious here. Space may be tight and overtakes few and far between, but that won't stop the drivers battling until the end on this iconic street circuit. The world's most famous street track, Circuit de Monaco, and it demands total accuracy from teams and drivers alike. Pit stops are crucially important for passing here, so timing them right can be the key to victory.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. But all the teams are fighting hard, and there's everything to play for.
So, let's get back to the racing.
All right then, looks like it's going to be a pretty clear weekend, so it should be nice and easy to get through into qualifying. But of course, with traffic and whatever, anything can happen in Monaco. So yeah, excited to see what happens in Q1.
Qualifying is coming up, and the drivers will be ready and raring to go.
Qualifying means everything around Monaco. With little chance of overtaking in the race, getting as far up the grid as possible and keeping the car intact is every driver's goal on this unforgiving circuit.
Karun, there's Yuki Tsunoda. How would you describe things for him at the moment?
Well, neither teammate has really managed to score well so far. Perhaps picking up a few points this weekend would spur on a bit of healthy rivalry.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
Okay, most important qualifying session of the year is about to begin. The Monaco Grand Prix, probably the most exciting qualifying session of the year, because anything could happen. There could be a red flag at any point. Really excited to see where we're at with it all. There's Ocon's setup, looking pretty good, but not quite as good as Tsunoda, who is on 100% this weekend, which is fantastic to see. Let's see what we can pull out in this wonderful qualifying session. I can't wait, so let's get ourselves into it. Here we go. Right then. Okay, we're gonna get them out there early to try and get some times on the board without any traffic. That's the plan anyway. Alright, let's ride on board with Yuki Tsunoda. We've not really done that too much this season. So let's see what he can produce around this 1:10 lap of Monaco. He needs to get past Zane Maloney here. Oh, just about has. That's not bad. Now, not so bad for Ocon either. And now should be on the home straight essentially. So Sonoda coming through the middle sector. It's a 31.6, plays a 31.5 from Ocon. Ocon going quicker at the moment, but it's going to be Yuki Tsunoda that heads up to the line first. What can he manage here as he heads over the line to 108.9, and Ocon over the line, he goes quickest with a 108.8, and that should be more than enough to get ourselves through to Q2. So we can now just head into the garage and chill and wait for the others to sweat it out. And there we go, Charles Leclerc goes quickest. George Russell has just gone quicker. And Piastri actually has split our cars up. It's certainly an interesting thought of where will we end up. Ferrari are looking very, very quick. But we are up there in the top 6. Verstappen is going to go quicker, I'm sure. It's looking like it's going to be the 2 Haas cars and then 2 AlphaTauris and Zhou Guanyu going out at present. We're not going to go out there again, but we might see some better lap times as they come over the line as Lando Norris goes up to P5. That's an excellent time for the McLaren, and yeah, the rest of them don't manage to improve. So we're through in 6th and 8th. We'll settle for that with our first timed laps. Zayn Maloney, Nick De Vries, Teo Porcher, Guan Yu Zhou and Mick Schumacher all out in Q1. Okay, into Q2 then. It might be scrub tyres, just to see where we get to here. And this time we'll send out Ocon first.
2, 1.
And then Tsunoda. And there we go, they are through, and there's going to be no traffic here, so this could absolutely be a rocket of a time. Yeah, already a 10th quicker in that first sector. About the same in the middle sector, but should be quicker overall as Ocon puts in a 108.7. Tsunoda second now with a 108.8. And you would say that will probably be enough to get through. Norris goes 4th, Albon 6th at the moment, Stroll all the way up to 2nd. That's a great time as Max Verstappen takes quickest 108.5 for him. Piastri up into the top 6, Gasly into the top 10 as well. And the 2 Ferraris are going to be coming round now. Where does Sainz and Russell go? Sainz up to 3rd. He not too far behind Max Verstappen as Stroll goes quicker than Esteban Ocon. Piastri does as well. I think the circuit is getting faster. We'll have to get them out there for a final run. We'll maybe watch Esteban Ocon on his travels. So let's see what they can manage here. So Esteban Ocon currently in P6, following his teammate Yuki Tsunoda, who's currently P7. We're expecting Russell might be quicker, and he does go fastest of all. It's an orange first sector for both drivers. Not fantastic. Actually, you know, a decent way off as well. 8th and 9th now, so Daniel Ricciardo and Perez, they're the ones to keep an eye on, because Alex Albon is surely going to go quicker. Through the middle sector we go. Ocon's going quicker, but nothing from Tsunoda right now. Albon over the line. He doesn't improve, so we're safe, because Ricciardo's out of qualifying. Perez is going to be the last man that can do anything at all. Tsunoda heads up to the line, no improvement, but Ocon improves up to P4 in the end, and that's a very good time from the Frenchman. And yeah, Perez does get into qualifying 3. He's knocked out Alex Albon, and it's Albon, Ricciardo, Gasly, Bottas and Kevin Magnussen that all go out in Q2. Okay, definitely felt quicker on the scrubs, so definitely do our first run in that and save some tyres for tomorrow. So let's get ourselves into Q3. And let's see where we end up here. Yeah, I don't think any sort of traffic, which is good. Yeah, this is looking good for both of them here. Ocon's going to get a bit of a tow from his teammate all the way up to the line. Could this be enough to get pole position for Esteban Ocon? It's a 108.7 and a 109.0 for Tsunoda.
Brakes on the way in. Brakes on the way in.
Sainz goes up to P2. And Stroll takes pole.
P2 currently.
Wow, Norris has taken pole. Where's that come from in the McLaren? Wow. Well, this is unprecedented. From the McLaren, Piastri's gone P4. The two Red Bulls, 7th and 8th at the moment. Around Monaco as well as George Russell goes quickest, but it's currently Russell from Norris from Stroll, Ocon's P4, then Sainz, Piastri, Tsunoda, then Leclerc, Perez and Verstappen. Okay, just gonna give it a little touch longer. Is Russell going to manage to put in an even better time here? Let's see. So Tsunoda starting his lap. What can Ocon do on a brand new set of boots? These are the laps now. This is the ultimate final shootout pace. And then Max Verstappen here, well, he's spoiled everybody's day. He's taking pole. Russell in the way a little bit there of Ocon. Hope Tsunoda didn't get held up. Coming through the middle sector now. Tsunoda is quicker. And let's have a look. 31.6, 18.1. Yeah, still slower than Ocon. And it's going to be Tsunoda that heads up to the line first. Can he get into the top 5 here? Tsunoda up to the line. It's a 108.9, which is slightly better, but doesn't improve his position. Ocon stays 5th. So it's probably our weakest session for quite some time, which is a shame here in Monaco. But it's Carlos Sainz that takes pole position ahead of Max Verstappen and George Russell. Lando Norris is 4th, then Stroll in 5th, with Ocon starting in 6th, then Leclerc and Piastri, followed by Tsunoda and Perez.
Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Monaco can hand out unpredictable results, just like in 1982, when 4 race leaders hit trouble. Riccardo Patrese eventually claimed the win after managing to restart his stalled car by himself with a downhill bump start. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
And you can't get much more excitement than this on race day. It's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Okie dokie then, let's get ourselves into the race. It is going to be interesting to work out exactly what we want to pull off here. Yeah, there's part of me that says go for that and go for it a little bit at the end of the race for Ocon and Tsunoda. Well, I think we're going to have to go the same. Obviously, Tsunoda starting a little bit further back. I think let's try the opposite with him. Let's try and be aggressive. Yeah, that looks okay, actually, that strategy. Aggressive on the hards. Yeah, let's try that. And we are almost guaranteed a safety car, red flag, period. So let's be ready for that and get ourselves into this 2025 Monaco race.
Ready as the drivers prepare for the 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
Second row of the grid lining up third. That's a really strong chance of good points or even a podium here.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. It's time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's
Lights out. Away we go then, and it's Carlos Sainz that gets off to a very good start. And well, George Russell goes down the inside of Max Verstappen into turn 1. Is he able to make an impression? There are yellow flags out there at turn 1.
Turn 1. That's a lot of debris.
And it was Mick Schumacher that's crashed at turn 1. Let's have a little look at this. He's going round the outside of Kevin Magnussen. Oh, and he's straight into the barrier. That's a big shame. What a pity for Mick Schumacher. But anyway, we've got George Russell defending from Lando Norris, who's on the soft tyres, by the way, early in this Grand Prix. Then we have got Esteban Ocon. And for once we forgot to do all of this.
What are we doing? Just keep pushing. Use the overtake.
Well, Tsunoda actually losing a position there.
Overtake as you need.
That is not good. So yeah, Ocon not managing to make any ground up in these first few laps. So now we need to stay with these guys. Well, how wonderful is it to see the McLarens fighting for points again after so long. Fighting towards the back. Yeah, already Ocon in a little bit of trouble because he's about a second behind. Which is a real shame, but straight away starts to catch up, which is lovely to see. Well, yeah, we'll zoom it forward and essentially wait for a pit stop times, which is going to be a long way into this race, but Ocon doesn't really have top 6 pace at the moment, and while we have multiple cars in the barrier there, and it was Oscar Piastri.
Now this was at turn 1.
And I think that's with Sergio Perez.
And the impact on the car, it's quite clear.
Piastri apparently got the penalty for that. I think that's very, very harsh. Yes, I know that. Is stuck behind these guys. Ask him to go for high aggression overtakes. We'll see where he ends up with all of this.
Up the overtake.
So let's see if he can get past Oscar Piastri here. Goes round the outside. And he's through. Lovely move from Yuki Tsunoda. And next is Sergio Perez. And almost exactly the same, but this time goes down the inside, and Tsunoda is through, back up into P8 now. Which is great to see, and I think it's definitely going quicker than Ocon at this phase of the race. And so many people saying that, you know, tyre temps, that's what makes you go faster, but actually it's counteracted by pushing. That is absolutely the case, isn't it? Yeah. Now, will he be able to get past Charles Leclerc? If he can, then we shall let him get past Ocon. Yeah, still not quite there. And in fact, Tsunoda now dropping off the back of these. And there goes Leclerc trying to get past Ocon here. Tsunoda really desperately trying to get past as well. Oh, come on, Ocon.
And energy is available.
Copy.
Yeah, Leclerc is there and he's through. I think let's just let Tsunoda through. I think Tsunoda's been quicker in this race so far. Let's see what he can do versus the Red Bull. So here we go. DRS open. It just needs to save it up a little bit. Look how far behind we are to the top guys already. It's quite crazy. Well, oh well, Tsunoda very nearly got past Leclerc there. We can see how much quicker Tsunoda is going. Yeah, Ocon just not quite with it today. Let's top up. And Ocon's now being caught. He's actually one of the slowest guys out there at the moment. Yeah, problem is Tsunoda's now lost the back of Charles. Alright, time for Esteban to push on a little bit, get away from Perez. So I think 7th and 8th might end up being the best we can hope for here. Lando Norris pitting early, and this is the issue for Lando, is that he's going to be in some pretty nasty traffic. Yeah, lots of people coming into the pits here. Yeah, still looking at another 20 laps or so here until Ocon's in the pits. Lap 41 for Sonoda.
Use energy. Copy.
And now time for Ocon to burst away a little bit. That's just to get him away from Perez and that chasing pack. So Lance Stroll in the pits as well. The pit window is now open for Yuki. I think it's probably time to attack a little bit with him.
Go push.
It's quite interesting that Yuki Tsunoda's tyres. He's managed to look after them a little bit better than most people. So let's give him a little bit of license to essentially push as hard as he can to try and utilise the free air.
Okay, we are low in the pack.
Copy.
And let's see where he gets to with all of this. He's going to absolutely attack. Well, Lance Stroll has just put in the fastest lap of the race. I'm wondering, is it going to be worth Ocon just prolonging this stint as long as he can? Because Tsunoda's, you know, the guy in the better position here. And he's probably the one that's going to get the better result now. Yeah, so it'll be next lap that Yuki Tsunoda is coming in. I'm just going to see if there's any scope for thinking about swapping onto the medium tyres. Soft tyres, sorry. No, you'd have to take them a lot longer. However, Ocon could potentially, instead of going on to mediums, go on to softs later on. That might help. So we'll just we'll change that up for Ocon. So Tsunoda in the pits. Here he comes. This is going to be a real chance to get back out there.
Okay, should be clear at pit exit.
In free air. In 10th place, that's pretty good. And now he's going to be able to push quite nicely.
You can afford to drop back.
Copy.
And hopefully be in a great place.
Happy to increase pace.
Copy.
So Charles Leclerc is in. That's interesting. And still, Ocon managing to hold these guys up. I'm thinking that's where we should really put Ocon now. Because if there's a red flag, you know, he's further up the order than he was before. But if not, he should finish in 10th anyway and get that final point. So it should really help Tsunoda, is the plan. So he's coming up to Nick de Vries now. Passed him quite nicely. So Ocon's still holding out at the moment.
Ah oui, en taille à terme. Tyres on the low side.
So Ocon's pit window now open. But here comes Yuki Tsunoda right up behind Charles Leclerc.
Use the overtake.
Copy.
Not quite this time. Yeah, this will be a good chance for Tsunoda, I think.
Deploy.
Copy.
Yeah, PS3 in. Sainz is in as well. I think Sainz is just... Oh no, that's Sainz coming out now.
Currently low on pack.
Copy.
So Tsunoda comes out in front of Carlos Sainz. We have yellow flag. Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed right now. Time to get Ocon in.
And we've had a crash on track.
And it's George Russell. And we were just about to come round and see him just misjudge the corner. And he is out. Is it going to be a red flag? It could well be a red flag here. DRS has been disabled. Of course.
And now we've had a crash.
And we've got more cars. It's the other Ferrari. It's Carlos Sainz. I think he's gone in. I think he's gone into George Russell. Oh, it's a huge crash. Is that going to be a red flag? Somehow, no. Wow. Well, Ocon is going to be coming into the pits. Yeah, that is bizarre. Bizarre. Time penalty for George Russell, which it seems harsh. Yeah, Ocon's going to be coming in, putting on the soft tyres. Norris is in as well. Yeah, Tsunoda could have probably come in and out, put some new tyres on and been right where he is, but that's okay. Yeah, Ocon away in P5. So we're P4 and P5 now after those Ferrari incidents. And that's the advantage of running your car long. Norris has now decided to come in as well. Ocon is just ahead of Zhou Guanyu in 6th place. That should be a car that he's able to pull away from quite easily. And we've got the top 3.
Energy's good. Yeah.
Just ahead. Obviously, they've been kind of in a league of their own, you would say, in this race. But now, all of a sudden, we're 4th and 5th as lapped cars now overtake and get us into a position where we're going to be able to end the safety car running. So,
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
we're going to need to push very hard here. That's going to be Yuki Tsunoda,
We can push more.
who is desperately trying to get past Charles Leclerc here. And this could be the moment straight away. Ooh, didn't quite go for it. So we have got Max Verstappen leading this Grand Prix. Lance Stroll is second, then Charles Leclerc in third, then Yuki Tsunoda P4. Ocon is P5 at the moment. As, well, Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the race. And we just need to make sure we're in the right place at the right time with Ocon.
No more overtake. Yeah, go
And there could well be
Low on pack.
a moment later on in this race where there's another safety car and just need to be ready at the right time, but it's going quite nicely at the moment. Ron's tyre's quite cold right now. I'm gonna go a little bit more aggressive with him just to try and heat those up. Of course, yeah, he is avoiding high risk curbs. I forgot all about that, so definitely needs to try and go a little bit quicker now. Yuki Tsunoda right behind Lance Stroll here. This could be a moment that he can get past the Canadian DRS Open. And he is going to try it round the outside. This is risky from Tsunoda, but now he's got the traction. And Tsunoda is going to be on the podium here in Monaco. What a move that was from Yuki Tsunoda. And I think he's finally made it stick, although Stroll still having a little go, but eventually Tsunoda completes the move and he is through. Up into third place now. And chasing after Charles Leclerc, who is just 1 second ahead of him. Ocon has managed to get past as well.
Awesome.
Fantastic stuff. And now up to P4. Let's have a look at how we managed
Now
this.
we're watching Esteban Ocon here. There's the opening.
Yeah, just aggressive down the inside, and it looks like Stroll's tyres are eluding him here. So 3rd and 4th all of a sudden. But Tsunoda is right behind Charles Leclerc. Very soon he's going to be able to have a go. Now, where's Zane Maloney? Oh, that traffic just got in the way of Tsunoda having a chance at Leclerc this lap. But he does seem to have the pace. How close can he get?
She's got the overtake.
Pretty close. DRS and ERS open, but yeah, not enough this time. Okay, time to push on again here. Do we tell Tsunoda to let Ocon through and To try and get past Charles Leclerc. We'll give Tsunoda one more run at it. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? Right. So here we go. Let's see if Ocon can
Get the tyres down now.
get him. Thing is, he's got ERS as well, and we'll revert the positions back if Ocon doesn't manage it by the end of this race. But this is surely going to be his chance. DRS open, ERS on, and Ocon through. So there you go. Straight away, he's managed it. And now able to just push on and get away from Leclerc. And try and hunt down Max Verstappen. Tsunoda, meanwhile, now under 50%.
No energy.
Yeah, very good. Right. So time to go back to standard for Ocon here. He is now 2.7 seconds behind Max Verstappen and gaining. We've got 10 laps to go here. If he can get within DRS, this would be an unlikely victory for Ocon. He was absolutely nowhere in this race, but the safety cars allowed him to get nice and close to Max Verstappen, who's now going to be coming up on traffic, and that could slow him down. Ocon now within 1.4 seconds. It's going to be a very exciting end to this Monaco Grand Prix. I'm glad we let Ocon through on Tsunoda because he's taken the chance and might end up winning this race. He's within a second now. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Ocon? Is it going to be Max? The two championship contenders. At the moment, we have got 6 laps to go. Gonna actually try and top up his ERS a little bit. Oh, Ocon caught behind Perez there. Was it Magnussen? Not quite sure, but whoever it was, they've cost Ocon a couple of seconds there. And now Ocon has to just make up that time again. It just delays it a couple of laps and yeah, makes it a bit of an issue. We've got more traffic coming up here. So I'm going back to neutral. At 1.3 seconds. 3 laps to go. You can see it's, 1.1. If he can get it to within a second, I believe he can do it. So there we go, less than a second now. Just have to watch his ERS, make sure he's got plenty of charge for the final couple of laps. It could be a final lap overtake on Max Verstappen here for the win here in Monaco. Here we go then. It's going to be the final lap. DRS open. ERS on.
This will be last.
Not quite managed it there. But actually is still side by side here. We're going to say high aggression on the overtake.
Try and get past them. Copy.
Final lap. Give it everything. Might as well give Tsunoda his ERS as well. Can he do it? Can he do it? ERS on again through the tunnel. It might be in a run up to the line here. It might be in a run up to the line. Here we go. DRS, ERS open. Max Verstappen is going to win here in Monaco. Ocon finishes second. Wow, very, very good in the end. And well, here comes
Max Verstappen over the finish line.
Yuki Tsunoda. He's going to finish fourth. Wow, what a race in the end there. And Esteban Ocon grabs himself another second place.
Check the flag.
It's his fourth consecutive top two finish. And Yuki Tsunoda finishes fourth. We've, well, I think, maximised the result today. We didn't have pace to win the race. But the strategy of leaving Ocon out there for that long on the hard tyres paid off, because the safety car came out at just the right time. It allowed him to come in onto the soft tyres, and he was able to push all the way to the finish, and in the end finished 13 seconds ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. So definitely worth allowing Ocon through. And okay, that probably cost Tsunoda a place. I think Tsunoda might have eventually got past Charles Leclerc, but it gained Ocon an extra place as well. So I think it definitely was worth it for the team.
Now that's
And we've got to be happy with that.
From Esteban Ocon.
What a fantastic result for the team who got everything right for this podium. They deserve nothing less.
But just look at this. The overwhelming excitement for those celebrating this achievement. There's the Frenchman, Esteban Ocon, taking to the podium. And another added to his career tally.
A fifth podium of the season for them, with a beautiful trophy too.
Absolutely brilliant.
Always a special occasion here in the incomparable Monte Carlo. They'll be pushing the boat out here tonight, no doubt. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And thank you everyone for joining us this weekend here in Monaco.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Okay, right, that's where Ocon finishes in second place. Good to see Lando Norris so far up the order. I think he'd have finished third had it not been for the safety car later on. Albon finishes seventh, then Piastri, Perez and Gasly. Daniel Ricciardo finishing outside the points. Into the Drivers' Championship then, Ocon still second, but obviously Max Verstappen taking his fifth win of the season opens up a very healthy 34-point lead. Ocon's doing his best, he's trying, but obviously without the upgrade clout that Red Bull have, he's going to seriously struggle to stay there. But we still maintain second place in the championship, ahead of Ferrari in third. Aston Martin and Mercedes currently battling for fourth and fifth. McLaren comfortably sixth right now. Alpine all the way down in seventh place, and AlphaTauri at the bottom. 2 fastest pit stops once again for Tsunoda and Ocon for the Williams team, and we are on 283 points so far in that championship. Okay, right, let's push on then. £3.8 million profit. And there we go. We are ready and raring to go for the next race in Spain. And can we once again put in a strong performance, get onto the podium, and maybe even compete for the victory? Let's find out. If you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.